And we're live
All right, and welcome.
to another Justice video. Let me turn my light on real quick. All right.
There you are.
There I am.
So, holy WandaVision promo, am I
I
right?
know. Two in the last 2 days. That's crazy.
Yeah, we just posted a trailer reaction today, and with all honesty, I thought that was going to be the last WandaVision trailer we'd be reacting to.
Yeah.
But this past weekend, and then today, they released two clips. One is like 16 seconds, and one is a minute long.
Hmm.
So I'm like, well, I don't know if we have enough time to do full on videos before the release of those, but I
Yeah.
thought it'd be really sick to do like a live discussion and a live reaction of them.
Yep. Little live breakdown and live discussion.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And who knows if this goes good, maybe we can start doing this when it gets closer to the release date of whatever we're talking about. Maybe we can
Yeah.
start ending it with like a live discussion and get more
Yeah.
excited that way, you
Yeah.
know?
That'd be awesome. Heck yeah.
Well, do you want to just jump right into the first little clip then?
All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
So, I'm gonna kind of let you count down when we hit play. That way we can view it at the same time.
All right.
I've got it all ready to go when you would like me to hit play.
Okay. All right.
And I
So.
believe your screen is streaming to the folks at home, right?
Yeah, they're watching along with us. So if we ever pause it all and start breaking things down, they see what we're talking
Beautiful.
about.
All right, on your countdown then.
All right, three, two, one, start.
This is our home now. I want us to fit in.
Wanda, can you hear me? Wanda, welcome home. Exclusively on Disney Plus.
Okay. So that
Whoa,
was
that was way too quick. I want to watch it again already.
yeah, I feel like that went by really quick, but I feel like there wasn't very much as well.
This is our
Yeah.
home now. I want us to
You want
fit
to
in.
you want to try to watch it one more time before we start the other one?
Yeah. I actually started watching it again a little bit, sorry. If you want to go
One
back and start
second.
at the same time or
All right.
all
All right,
right.
I'm ready to hit play when you are.
All right, three, two, one, go.
This is our home now. I want us to fit in.
This is a home.
Wanda, can you hear me? Wanda, welcome home. Exclusively on Disney Plus.
Dude, that voice in the background, the Wanda, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Dude, I don't think she wants to escape. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. Yeah.
Because there she clearly knows that something's up, you know?
Yeah. And I'm not getting much info looking at the army people running. I went to that real quick. Like 12 seconds. And
Yeah.
hoping there'd be some info there, but there's like nothing.
I know, like I'm just imagining there's this like huge bubble of like static and like magic energy, and there's like all of these like military people surrounding it, and like
Yeah.
all this commotion, and then inside Wanda and Vision are just like living their happy little lives, just like ignoring the
Yeah.
universe. Oh,
In their
I'm
own little
skimming through it real
bubble.
quick.
Hmm?
And then Vision saying welcome home. What was that
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, I don't
That was
know.
interesting. Welcome home. And you know what I think is very interesting as well? If you go to like 7 seconds, you know
7 seconds.
they've shown us that scene a few times where like it shows them like whoa, kind of like coming together, and she's in color and he's in black and white.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Mhm.
so I'm almost wondering if that's like
Dude,
one of the
I love the
first
sound
moments.
effect you did to describe that. The
What
whoa.
that's
Because that's what they're
what they
doing.
look. No, but yeah, I'm wondering if that is like the first moment that she like wakes up in this world and she's like,
Something weird is
"Wait, what?
happening.
Vision?
Yeah.
What the
Mhm.
hell?" All right, man.
All right.
Let's jump into that other trailer.
All right, let's hop into the next one.
That one's
This
a minute
one's-
long, so it might have a
yeah.
little bit more meat to chew on.
Okay.
And again, I'll just wait for your countdown. I am ready when you are.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Vision, we are an unusual couple. We don't have a song or even wedding rings.
Well, we could rather do that. I do. Do you?
I do.
And it was in color.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening.
Huh. The hell?
Look, it's the star of the show.
I'm sorry?
Wanda! Wanda! Can you read me? And they lived happily ever after.
Dude.
This is gonna be a gas.
Oh.
Dude.
That was by far one of the best trailers.
I agree. That
You know what, dude? Before we even talk, this might be annoying, but I think we should right away watch it again one more time. What do you
okay,
think?
let's do it. I agree.
All right. On your
Rewind all the way
countdown.
back. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Vision, we are an unusual couple.
They always
We don't
start with
have a
that same
song
line.
or even wedding rings.
Wait,
rather do
he
that.
went from human to robot.
Do you?
I do.
Did he? I didn't even register that.
We can go back, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
Oh, he just
Now
went
he
to
went to
human.
human.
Yeah.
And that's in color.
A color helicopter.
And she looked confused.
This place. I don't understand what's happening.
They're definitely the main stars.
Look,
Yeah.
it's the star of the show.
As she says.
sorry?
Wanda! Wanda! Can you read me? And they lived happily ever after.
Oh, this is gonna be a gas.
And then it shows the stone at the end.
Dude, I know this is cheesy, but this trailer keeps giving me chills.
I know,
Like,
dude.
Oh man. Okay, one thing I want to talk about real quick.
Okay.
When you go to like, let me see, it's 43 seconds. Maybe go to like
43 seconds.
42, so it backs up a little bit. But I'm talking about the scene where the TV morphs.
Okay.
You see how it went from a
Yeah.
a new TV to an old TV,
Yeah.
or vice versa.
Yeah, it went
So-
from a new TV to an old TV.
So this brings me back to like, it was like the first reaction video we did, and we talked about how there might be some Good Place vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you that don't watch The Good Place, it's basically a show about the afterlife. And without, spoiling too much, there's a lot of like confusion and of where they are exactly, and things get like reality almost gets a restart when people start to figure things out. And I'm almost wondering again, that scene right there with the TV and like with how much they keep trying to get Wanda's attention, and like how for a second it'll look like she's like just in la regular world life, and then all of a sudden she like snaps out of it.
Yeah.
It really makes me think that like every time she starts to understand that this reality is fake, that maybe they're like, oh, they switch it up and they change it and they like start all over again, and then she kind of like her
Yeah.
memories disappear again, and the slate gets wiped clean each time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? But those were some vibes I was getting. Another thing that this trailer is kind of putting into my head that I'm actually kind of fearful for, because it like would be truly heartbreaking,
What?
is what if our villain is pretending to be Vision?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I feel you. I just
And
switched
I'm-
to a picture of Vision right before you said that.
And maybe he's still, not even maybe, I truly think he's going to come back in this series. I don't think they would make this series and make him a main character if he wasn't going to come back in some way.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think this is going to start with him fully back, if you know what I mean.
Interesting. What
I
if,
think
as
that
the
someone's
stone
totally taking advantage
reforms,
of
he
him.
sort of reforms as well, though?
What was that?
What if, as because we're talking about how it's like that we're witnessing like a stone reform as well. What if, as
Right.
it reforms, like he starts to gain like more of his control back or something? If it goes along those routes you're saying, that'd be an
Yeah.
interesting thing with it too.
Because I truly think this might be someone like Mephisto taking advantage of Wanda,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe them playing this trick and keeping them in this cage is actually going to end up making her way stronger.
Interesting.
And who
Yeah.
knows, maybe Vision might come out of this stronger as well. Because we talked about in the last, I think it was the last reaction video, that we think that Vision is the stone, is the
Yeah.
Mind Stone.
Mm-hmm.
That the stones seem to be alive and Vision might be the Mind Stone, and Jarvis is what gave him his personality.
Yeah.
So with that said, maybe I just talking about this just popped up another little theory in my head. Maybe Mephisto is actually using the Mind Stone, because I thought originally maybe he's taking advantage of Wanda's powers to make this reality.
Mm-hmm.
But what if he's taking advantage of the power of the Mind Stone and
Interesting.
almost using Vision and his body almost in a similar way Ultron wanted to,
Yeah.
and then maybe eventually it's going to be like two consciousnesses battling in the head to like take over type of deal.
Interesting.
Honestly, dude, I could theorize a million different things with these, because there's so many different little hints of directions that they could go in. It's
For real.
very hard to like steer your way through a proper theory. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hella feel it.
Skimming this.
Yeah.
Oh, what about that one scene where the guy in the bee suit is like climbing out of the manhole?
Yeah. When we get
What's
to that,
that about,
where's
man?
the?
Is he not supposed to be there? That's about
About
28 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, that's weird. And I feel like he was black and white for 1 second, but then color for
Yeah.
another one. Yeah, that's weird.
That's super weird, man.
What's that on the back of his jacket?
Let me see.
Like a G or something, or a 6? It's kind of
Let me
hard for me to tell.
G or a 6?
I don't know.
Ooh, that is hard to tell.
It's really hard to tell what it is. Maybe in
I don't
color,
know.
it'll be easier.
But
to
why is he
tell.
wearing a bee suit? Who do we know that uses bees? I'm like, wait, villains, villains, villains. Because I don't know, for some reason when I was originally watching this a few minutes ago with you, it didn't click to me that he was wearing a bee suit. For some reason,
Oh.
I thought he was wearing like a hazard suit. You know what I mean?
I feel
And I
it.
was assuming that maybe he was one of like the scientists or officers from the outside that had like found a way in. But now he's wearing a bee suit. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's super weird. Like, that makes no sense. And I feel like you can't
Yeah.
tell who he is at all.
Maybe he's part of
Just a dark
Hive.
face.
But no.
That would be 2
Hmm.
on the nose, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, something else we need to talk about. The colorful helicopter that she finds, and it makes her go
Oh,
like,
yes.
"What?"
Where's that
It's those
at?
moments, man, where I'm like, I think there's gonna be times where things make her go, "Oh, wait, where am I? What's
Would
going
this
on?" And then the villain is like, "Oh, nope," and then like has to switch things around and like start from the top again.
would this also be a reference to something that happened though? Maybe?
Helicopter.
Like, I don't know why. It's just throwing something at me, like, in my mind, like, there's something more to it in a weird way as well. But
Well,
I
what
don't
I
know.
thought was interesting is that it's Vision's colors.
Yeah, red and yellow.
Yeah. So I don't know if if it has something to do with Vision. I'm not
I
sure,
don't
man.
know.
Would you be
'Cause-
down
Hmm.
to play this trailer from the beginning again?
I am so down.
But did you want to say something real quick? I feel like I interrupted you.
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
All right, well then on your countdown, I say we play this one more time so we can talk about anything we might have missed
Okay.
before we shut this baby down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Usual couple. We don't have a song or even wedding rings.
Well, we could rather do that. I do. Do you?
I do. This place. I don't understand what's happening.
I don't understand what's happening.
Look, it's the star of the show.
I'm sorry?
Wanda. Wanda. Can you read me? And they lived happily ever after.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this
Something
is gonna be a
I
gas.
kind of want to bring up real quick is, does it show you when...
Usual couple. We don't have a song.
Okay, no, I think that is his face. I was gonna say, does it
We
show
are an unusual
what
couple. We don't.
he looked like before he did that first transition to robot?
It just
or did
shows the
just-
back of him.
Cause I was gonna say, like, if you're thinking it's like someone impersonating Vision, then that's what popped in my head for a second there. Cause it seems like he tries to turn around real quick with Vision's face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like if it's Wanda walking in, why would he go from human to robot like that? Unless she's more like, I love your robot form. That's your true self.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, day's home.
Yeah.
Better take the makeup off.
Interesting.
Because his human form would be like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't
Every time
know.
I feel like I'm onto something. Like we find a little detail that kind of shakes things up.
For real. And it's only 11 more days. Like, I almost feel like it makes it even more nerve-wracking because of how close it is.
Yeah,
Like, I just
I'm
want it to
definitely
hurry up and come
excited to
already.
do a video after the premiere
Oh,
to like
yeah.
see where kind of some of our theories and predictions, like what direction they're heading in.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're probably not going to get a whole lot in the first episode, but
It'll at
I
least
think we're definitely
give us a good idea of, like, I feel like the general landscape of where things are, though.
yeah, and hopefully, maybe not, but hopefully we'll get a better idea of who our main villain is.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's going to be one of those things where it's like a different villain every season.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think there will be minor issues throughout the seasons, but I think
Yeah.
there's going to be one giant like
Overarching
Mephisto
villain, but
situation.
there's gonna be, like, minor antagonists still and stuff.
Yeah,
too,
exactly. Dude, what if Vision is freaking not Vision? That's going to be so sad.
Yeah, that'd be fucking heartbreaking.
It's just little things like one, like how he went from human to robot. I thought that was weird. Another thing that, and who knows, it might just be like for the cute promo, but like at the end when they like kiss and he like picks his hand up and turns off the remote, it's at like 50 seconds.
Let me see.
I don't know, just that little move,
Yeah.
it makes me feel weird. It makes me feel like he knows something that we don't. And again, that could just be like a cute little thing that they filmed for like the intro of the show. Like I'm imagining like the show turns on and it gives us like an old school like TV intro. And it's like WandaVision,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, and like that might be how like the intro ends. So it might not be anything except for like a cute little intro montage. But I don't know, man. The way he does it, I'm like,
No, I
what do you
feel it.
know? What do you know that you're not telling us?
And I also just for a real quick last check, I went on the last screen like scene where it shows her looking at what we think is the stone, and
Mhm.
I can't really get any info about where she's at looking at it. You know what I mean? So, like
Let me
where her location is.
Yeah,
At that
it's hard to
moment.
tell where she's at.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can see
It's like
what I can.
57.
Oh yeah, that's difficult to tell.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
well,
so
let me
washed
see.
out.
Oh, wait a second though.
Is that the crib in the background
Dude,
under her elbow?
the nursery.
The nursery.
That's a good observation. That might be the crib, man. Because remember, there is that scene where in the last trailer where she's bringing all the pieces of the nursery back together. What if this is right
Yes.
before that?
Interesting.
So what is she doing with this stone? Maybe this is a moment where she's trying to bring the real Vision back. Maybe someone is taking advantage of her and pretending to be Vision, maybe using the power of the Mind Stone, and maybe this is her trying to like take control
yeah.
back for herself.
Interesting.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I can't wait for the freaking the 15th.
I'm just trying to see if I can see anything else in that explosion of yellow.
Yeah.
Going frame by frame by frame.
Same here.
No, there's not much. The same. I was trying to see if you could see anything trippy in the reflections of her eyes.
Oh, interesting.
But not really.
No, not really. Okay.
Dude, I'm getting a lot of Good Place vibes from this.
I feel it. I hella feel it.
When they're, I think it's kind of funny when they're dressed up like an old magician duet. They got
yeah.
the old school hat, and she's got like the old school outfit.
Yeah. And
And everyone.
it almost seemed like they were confused that they were getting applause too.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you, I think there's moments where like they wake up or something.
Yeah. Like I wonder if like something happened and they ended up having to use their powers, needing to. And at first they're like, "Oh shit, the people know now." And then but everyone's just like, "Oh yeah, cool, good job, magic." And they're like, they aren't shouldn't they be more freaked out right now?" You know what I mean? Maybe it's a situation
Yeah.
like that.
See, I don't know, man. I feel like we need to take back that whole thing about her waking up, though, because why do we get scenes like, okay, let's take it back from the top. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If everyone's
Yeah.
asleep.
That's the trip. I don't know.
But technically, we've only seen one character do that, so maybe
That's true.
she's a part of the bigger picture here of making things happen.
Mhm. Maybe. But she was the one who was like having the breakdown in the car, asking her like, "Are you here to help us?"
Yeah, that's right. The star of the show. And she's like, "I'm sorry? Like, what are you talking about?"
I wonder if that's the cut take it from the top moment.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think maybe, if this is a waking up and realizing moment, like, oh wait, this isn't reality. Maybe that's usually how it starts when they like reset reality. Is like, oh, all right, guys, they're awake again. Take it from the top.
Oh
And
yeah. I wonder if that whole breakdown scene too, where she's like, "Are you here to help us?" is also from like at a certain point they get tired of it too, and they're just like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
I just want to leave now." Like not like the people who are sort of playing along.
Yeah. Skimmed this trailer like 100 times.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually gonna go skim the other one again one more time just to make sure I didn't miss
Vision,
anything.
we are an unusual couple.
Yeah, I think
Dude,
I'm
it's
gonna go
so weird.
through
How
it
come
like half speed.
how come in one trailer he goes from human to robot as soon as she walks in, but then in the other trailer, you see him go from robot to, oh, what am I doing? I should be human kind of looking face.
Mhm.
It's like he can't freaking decide if he's supposed to be robot or human. All right, man. I don't know. But how I would like to start bringing this little stream to a close is I want to hear from you on what you on how you think this show is going to impact the bigger MCU, and what villains or like main story threads do you think this is going to start?
Ooh, that's a good question, because I think this whole thing with like Mephisto, I think that's seriously like where things are gonna go, and it makes me think if that, especially with like the multiverse of madness stuff going on with
Yeah.
Doctor Strange and everything, and how
Mhm.
isn't that supposed to sort of tie in with this? I know everything's supposed to tie in together anyway, but
Yeah.
like, aren't these two supposed to be sort of tied in with each other? And then
Yeah.
whatchamacallit, so I think, yeah, like Mephisto setting up, even if he's not like the next big bad, it could be a Loki situation from the first one where he was actually
Like a
working
Loki
for
level
Thanos.
bad?
Yeah, where it's like he was actually like just a middleman a couple levels lower than Thanos, who was the actual big bad. I mean, it could
Yeah.
even turn into where Mephisto's just the lower guy of this bad guy season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I
You
think
know,
that's gonna be the next.
I think you're right. And I also question if they're not going to give us Mephisto right away, because we
Yeah.
think of him as like more of a small time villain that no one really knows about, and he'd be like
Mhm.
perfect for this show to like be the villain.
Mhm.
But it's also like I think a lot more people are expecting this, and I don't think Disney and Marvel are going to want to like give you exactly what you're expecting, you know?
Yeah, right out the gate. Yeah.
So maybe for a while we'll learn about who it is and we'll go, "Oh, so it wasn't Mephisto." And then maybe later on down the road we find out that he's like been pulling the strings the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think maybe they want to set him up to be a bigger villain than he is. Do you get what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
feel
Like, for
you.
example, everyone's always loved Loki, but I think the MCU really created the version of Loki that we've all come to know and love
I feel it.
and
Yeah, I
and kind
agree.
of expect. And
Mhm.
maybe they're trying to do the same thing with Mephisto, is they want to slowly build a
Like a new
character.
version of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, maybe at first it's just another witch or, something like that.
Mhm.
And then we find out that they are working for Mephisto. Because the reason I say this is because, like we have theorized that it would be so cool if Wanda was like the main villain in the
Mhm.
multiverse of madness. But then I think about like, how would they swing that? If she's the villain in Multiverse of Madness, how would they continue
Yeah.
the WandaVision show after
Mhm.
that? Like after she gets defeated or whatever, you
Yeah.
know? So maybe she won't be a villain,
Mhm.
but
She won't be exactly lined up with the good guys, maybe.
mm-hmm.
Maybe this is the start of the WandaVision faction. Them two sort
Yeah.
of like, all right, we're going to just do our own thing now.
But Vision is so good.
Yeah, but maybe
That's why
that's part of why too, though, because he's like, I gotta keep like, because
dude,
he even from the beginning, he sort of had that I gotta keep an eye on her mentality.
dude, what if this is just reinforcing the fact that it's not him, that it's not Vision?
Yeah, yeah,
What if
maybe.
this who we think of as Vision is like pushing her towards the dark side? And maybe that's what
Interesting.
kind of starts to after a while. Maybe after she falls to the dark side, maybe she'll realize that that's not him. And she'll, who knows, that scene where the stone is like exploding, that might be from like the season finale.
Yeah, I feel it. The
Or we
cliffhanger
could
at the
be
very end.
completely tricked out, and like everything we've seen is from like the first 15 minutes of the first episode.
That would be stressful but amazing.
Yeah, I could see them pulling something like that too. So yeah, I don't think that this show is going to kick off any like big MCU villains like Kang the Conqueror
Mm-hmm.
or Galactus
Yeah.
or any of them like that. But I could see it taking someone like Mephisto and fleshing that character out
Yeah,
and
flushing
making
him
them a
out and
much
propping him
more
up a bit
well
more.
known.
Yeah.
Yeah, a much one of those crazy villains that we hate but we love. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
just like Loki. Like he's bad, but man, you love watching him. You love
Yeah.
watching him be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I could sit here and honestly talk for hours and hours on this, but we're probably just gonna keep going here in circles until we get some new information to chew on. So
Yeah.
I say that we end this here, but we look forward to doing a video or a stream, depending on how it goes, after the premiere, so we can kind of get our minds together and see what direction this is heading in.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for logging on with me, man, and kind of doing this last minute. I was really excited to see that we still had 2 trailers left. So it was
Yeah,
lots of fun.
they sort of popped out of nowhere. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot too. All right, so I guess on that note, check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Justice Band and on Twitter at Injustice We Stand.
I hope everyone out there has an excellent week, and until next time,
Catch you on the flip.
cool.